All right, so let's dive into Milan today.
Sounds good.
Specifically, all the free stuff you can do in Milan.
Yeah,
And we're looking at this article. What are the free things to do in Milan?
right.
And I was really surprised by how much there is to do there.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how Milan can be this fashion and design capital,
Right.
but still have so many like really accessible experiences.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't think that would be the case, right?
No,
You think it'd be like all high-end shopping and all that,
totally.
but there's a whole other side to it.
Yeah, like a whole secret budget side.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are some of the things that we should be looking at here?
Well, the article talks about how a lot of museums
Okay.
have free admission on certain days or for certain age groups.
Oh, cool.
So that's something to keep in mind. But let's talk about something that's free all the time.
Okay.
Parco Sempione.
Parco Sempione.
It's described as this like tranquil oasis.
I love a good park.
Yeah.
What makes this one so special?
So for one thing, you can find a replica of the Freedom Tower there,
Oh, wow.
which is pretty unique.
Okay.
It was originally built in the late 1800s
No.
and was the entrance to the Milan International Fairgrounds.
Oh, cool. So it's got like some history,
Yeah.
like a little hidden thing.
Exactly.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like a little story waiting to be discovered.
Yeah, totally.
Like finding those little hidden gems.
Reminds me of when I was in Spain and there was this Roman amphitheater
Oh, wow.
just in the middle of the city.
That's
It
awesome.
was amazing.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Well, Parco Sempione has a bunch of these kind of things.
Right.
You also have the Arco della Pasts there,
Arco della Pace.
which is a grand arch.
Okay.
It's modeled after the Arc de Triomphe in Paris,
Nice.
and it was commissioned by Napoleon.
Oh, wow.
So,
Huh.
gives you a little glimpse into the city's past.
Right. Yeah, a little bit more history.
Yeah.
So it's got history, it's got architecture,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming nice green spaces to relax in.
Of course.
Okay, that sounds great.
Sounds like a perfect way to spend an afternoon.
Yeah.
Now, another free experience that caught my eye was the Naviglio Grande.
Okay, the Naviglio Grande.
Yeah, it's this historic canal over 850 years old.
Wow.
That was once a vital waterway
So this was like a major trade route.
for trade and transport. Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine like all these barges loaded up with goods, just
Yeah.
making their way through the heart of the city.
What a sight that must have been.
I know, it's crazy.
So what's it like there today?
Today it's a lot more vibrant. It's
Oh.
a hub for locals and tourists.
Yeah.
You can stroll along the banks,
Yeah.
soak up the atmosphere, grab a drink at one of the cafes.
It's like a place to hang out now.
Exactly.
So it went from a working canal to a social spot?
Exactly.
Wow, I can just picture myself like sitting there with an espresso,
I know, right?
just watching the world go by.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
And while you're there, you can check out the architecture along the canal.
Oh, cool.
There's a mix of like medieval Renaissance,
Oh, wow.
even some Art Nouveau.
Nice. So it's like a real mix.
It's a real visual feast.
That's awesome. I bet it's like a photographer's dream.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So much character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it's popular with locals too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like that kind of place you go to experience the real city,
Exactly.
not just the touristy stuff.
Right. You see the everyday life mixed in with the history.
Totally.
And speaking of history,
Okay.
this article also mentions checking out some of Milan's Art Nouveau architecture.
Ooh, Art Nouveau.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's beautiful.
Those like flowing lines and the intricate details.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Is there like a specific area where it's concentrated?
Well, not exactly. It's more like you find pockets of it throughout the city,
Oh, okay.
which I think makes it even more fun to discover.
Yeah, like a little treasure hunt.
Exactly.
Like that.
The article specifically mentions a building called Casa Galimberti.
Casa Galimberti.
It's an apartment building
Oh.
with this stunning facade covered in sculptures and mosaics.
Wow.
It's really something.
I can just picture those like floral motifs and the wrought iron.
Mm.
It's so elegant.
Yeah. And it's interesting how Art Nouveau came about
Yeah.
as like a reaction to the industrial aesthetics of the time.
Right, like they wanted to bring back nature.
Exactly. Wanted to embrace nature and organic forms.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah. And it's so cool to see how that movement played out in different cities.
Totally.
Like Milan's Art Nouveau has its own distinct flavor.
Right, it's got to have that Italian craftsmanship in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Okay, so we got parks, canals, Art Nouveau.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there?
Well, if you're interested in something a little more offbeat,
Okay.
the article mentions Milan's street art scene.
Ooh, street art.
Yeah.
Love street art.
Yeah, it's so vibrant.
What kind of stuff can we expect to see there?
It's incredibly diverse. You'll find like large-scale murals,
Okay.
smaller, more intricate pieces,
Oh,
everything from political commentary to pop culture to abstract designs.
wow. So it's really a mix.
Yeah, it really reflects the city's creative energy.
I love how street art is so accessible.
Yeah,
It's like art for everybody.
exactly.
Any specific areas you'd recommend?
Well, the Isola district is known for its street art.
Isola District.
You'll find murals on the sides of buildings tucked away in alleys,
Oh, wow.
even decorating electrical boxes.
Really?
It's like a feast for the eyes.
That sounds so cool. I got to check that out.
And while you're there, you can also check out the Bosco Vertical.
Bosco Vertical. What is that?
You know that building with all the trees growing on it?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I've seen pictures of that.
It's pretty wild, right?
Yeah, it's like a vertical forest.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
2 residential towers designed to be like a vertical forest.
I love that.
Over 900 trees and 20,000 plants covering the facades.
Wow.
It's incredible.
So cool. I'm adding that to my list.
It's a must-see, and
Oh.
you can admire it from the street for free.
Oh, good to know.
Of course, there are guided tours if you're interested.
Yeah, but I feel like even seeing it from the outside would be impressive.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we got parks, canals, Art Nouveau street art, a vertical forest. What else?
Well, let's talk about something truly unique to Milan.
Okay.
The article mentions you can attend the opera for free.
Wait, what? Free opera? Really?
The Teatro alla Scala,
The Teatro alla Scala.
one of the most famous opera houses in the world,
Oh, wow.
offers free standing room tickets on certain nights.
You're kidding?
Nope.
Wow. That's
It's a
amazing.
fantastic opportunity to experience the grandeur of opera
That is incredible.
without spending a fortune.
I would totally stand for that.
I know, right?
What an experience.
It's a testament to Milan's commitment to making art and culture accessible.
I love that.
They want to share the magic of opera with as many people as possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got parks, canals, architecture, street art, a vertical forest-free opera. Milan is really delivering on the free stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is awesome.
And it's not just about saving money.
Right.
It's about discovering a different side of the city.
Yeah.
When you explore these free activities, you often stumble upon hidden gems.
Yeah, like local favorites,
Exactly.
things that you wouldn't find in the guidebook.
Right.
So it's like you're getting a more authentic experience.
It's about slowing down, observing, immersing yourself in the city.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like you're finding those little moments that aren't in the guidebooks.
Exactly, those hidden gems. And I think that's really the key takeaway for today.
Oh,
When you're planning your trip to Milan,
yeah,
don't just focus on like the big tourist attractions.
right.
Make time for those free experiences,
I like that.
those moments of serendipity,
Yeah.
those chances to connect with the city.
Totally. And it's not just Milan. I
Yeah.
feel like that applies everywhere.
Oh, absolutely, any destination.
You got to be open to those unexpected moments.
Yeah, those are the ones you remember.
Exactly.
So what advice would you give to someone planning a trip to Milan,
Good question.
especially if they're on a budget?
Okay.
I would say embrace the art of slow travel.
Slow travel.
Take your time, savor the moments.
Yeah.
Don't feel pressured to like cram everything in.
Right?
Milan is a city that rewards those who wander, who observe,
Yeah.
who take the time to really soak up the atmosphere.
I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
It's not about checking things off a list.
Right.
It's about the experience.
Exactly. And as we've seen today, Milan offers a ton of those experiences.
Yeah, even for budget travelers.
For sure. So to our listeners out there,
Yeah.
explore Milan's free treasures.
Yes.
Discover those hidden gems.
Let curiosity be your guide.
Exactly.
I love it.
Have fun.
Well said.
Oh,
All right, that wraps up our deep dive into free things to do in Milan.
it does.
This article is a great starting point. Do your research, plan your adventure. Discover the magic of Milan.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll catch you on our next adventure.